So please put your attention on the game. You're in the storage basement beneath the outpost. There were 2 guards in here. One of them ran? Was that it?
2 of them ran away. Both of them.
I think 2 of them ran away. Oh, they both ran. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys dispatched those boys peacefully. And now you're in this basement. What do you do?
I'd like to go get my javelin.
All right, go get your javelin. Good call.
I think it was over here.
You can find it.
Okay, I found it. I got it.
I'm gonna inspect the barrels.
Can I look for valuable items?
Yeah, you can both do some investment checks. Yeah, do some investment banking.
I'm going to investigate these barrels that are right to the left of my man.
By the way, I only have 2 javelins because I didn't pick up the 2 that I threw from our last battle.
Oh no!
Didn't one get eaten too?
Yeah, one just got removed from the world, but I didn't pick up one that I threw at a guy when we were fighting the horses, and I didn't pick up the 2 that I threw at the dudes. So now I only have 2.
You gotta treat your valuables valuably. Oh, look at that!
Holy crap!
You're both looking for different things, and let's start with. Whoops! Hey, would you guys switch your as things to your names so I can remember properly? Nefmir and Remy, right? Yeah, that's the ones. We don't play this enough. So Nefmir is searching these barrels for just anything, yeah. And
yep, anything.
You do find anything. You find. It's food. It's stuff. This is all, they're up in the mountains. They store their stuff for living down here. A lot of the barrels are full of mead. They're stocked up.
I'm taking some mead.
You're in what?
Dump out your water skin.
You're just pouring it into your hands.
Dump out your water skin and pour the mead in there.
Nefmir's on his knees by the barrel. It's like, oh.
I was hoping there might be some vessels nearby.
Does he have like a component pouch or something?
No, there aren't actually. No vessels.
I do have a component pouch. Does mead fit in component pouch?
It would ruin your components. But yes.
Can I put it in my little bag of sand? I have one of those.
Yes, you can. You sure can.
Why are you doing this?
You have a little bag of sand that's now mixed with mead.
Are you dumping out the sand?
Little bag of meaty sand. Okay.
Sandy mead. Sandy mead. All right, so you've got that. But yeah, the other barrels, it's just there's mead. There's it's not all just barrels too. There are boxes that have flour in them. Stuff for making bread, stuff for making just general food. You find some produce, general food supplies.
Okay.
Can I see him find all this stuff?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want some. Right. What kind of produce is there?
Oh,
apples.
There's some really good carrots.
Carrots.
No, the apples, they don't last, man. They're carrots.
Oh,
apples
you said
last.
apples last time because Kim really wanted more apples. I think so, yeah.
Really? Okay, fuck. I'm breaking canon. There's one
I
barrel
don't care,
of
really.
apples. There's one single barrel of apples.
Are there carrots too?
There are carrots as well. Are you pilfering these poor men of their food supplies?
I'm just taking enough for myself. I'm taking 1 apple and 2 carrots.
All right. Does anyone else want to steal food from the people who are, protecting them from the unknown?
Always. I take as much as I can put in my bag.
Oh my god.
Literally, you're actually going to encumber yourself with carrots?
Sure.
All right, you got carrots. Put in.
What are
please
you
type
doing?
in your inventory fuckload of carrots, I guess.
Cool.
I said that, y'all.
What'd you say?
Y'all didn't hear it?
No, what'd you say?
I was speaking to Remy and I said, what are you doing?
I don't answer.
Hey everyone, the cleric is full of carrots.
The cleric.
She can do whatever she wants. I don't mind.
Okay.
I also drank some of the mead.
You know we're going to have to fight this guy, right?
That's what the meat is for.
Yeah, that's what my meat is for.
Okay.
Liquid courage. All right. So it should be explained as well that Remy, you were looking for valuable stuff. You found carrots.
Cool.
So that's why you took the carrots.
Did you type fuckload of carrots into your sheet?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay,
If
good.
you're actually encumbering yourself, you're going to have to give it a really heavy weight.
I mean, so basically what it comes down to now is you can't carry anything else unless you remove carrots. We're just going to have to do a
dump some stuff that's not carrots then.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pick up, decide some carrot equivalent weights for all the stuff that you pick up in the future, and we're going to do a trading system. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
That's so dumb.
All right, what's next?
Right, we're finding that guy, right? He's supposed to be here.
I think we saw him.
Did you see him?
Maybe. Well, maybe not. We saw
When did you
into
see him?
we saw into a room and there were just captives. I guess we didn't see the guy.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Right. So is the only way out this way?
Yes. I mean, you can go back outside,
follow
but
them
there is
to
a
it.
stairway in the corner.
I'm going to start heading over to the stairway.
Are you going to go up?
I'll wait for everyone else before I go up.
Are you all going up?
How do you do that
Yeah.
fancy move thing?
So
Press Q. As
You?
yeah,
fancy move.
Press Q as you what?
as you move, yeah.
Wow.
Oh
wow.
my god, what's going
Whoa,
on?
Jesus!
Oh no.
This was a mistake.
It was
Thank
not.
you, guys.
Huh.
Oh my god.
Goodbye. So, you guys are going upstairs, hey?
Mhm.
Are you doing so in a sneaky way, or are you just kind of busting upstairs? What's your
I would
What's
like
your
to sneak.
deal?
I would also like to
Sneak,
sneak. Would
So
somebody
why don't you
like to bless me?
Mhm.
are
Sure.
you asking that in character?
No, because
Just talking to the wall, would
I don't
someone
think-
like to bless me?
I don't think Thought knows about that in the game, actually.
All right. I just slap your arm.
Ugh. What was that for?
Nothing.
What?
All right, give me some sneaks.
You are a strange one, you know that.
I can't cast on
Uh-oh.
myself. This is gonna be fun.
Did you actually do it, or are you just slapping me for no reason?
No, you have to touch the person.
Okay,
They
but
have to
did
be
you
a willing creature.
give it to me?
You just roll advantage.
Oh, okay.
You roll with advantage.
Could you click on it so that it shows up in the chat box, just so we all know that you
It
did
doesn't
it?
really work.
It
I'm
doesn't.
clicking on it.
All right.
I mean, it'll
it's like-
show.
You can hit the quote thing.
It's oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
See,
Let's
just
do the
if
trickster.
you're
There you
giving it to someone, do that, because then we all can see that you did it. Okay, so now I
Sure.
will roll stealth with advantage.
Specifically for stealth checks. Neat.
Yeah. Oh, thank
But
God.
I can't do it on myself.
Hey, look at that.
Hold on. Mine's about to fuck everyone over.
Is Nefmir gonna do it too?
Nefmir will do it.
Is he
Um,
gonna sneak?
Can I check to see if I know what she did by slapping me?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Do I have to roll stealth at disadvantage because of my armor?
You
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
actually.
We'll just roll it again.
Fine. Yeah, it's 9. It's okay.
There you go. So,
Yeah.
with that roll, you can tell that she did something. You felt like a little magical, kind of a little rush when she hit you, but you don't know what it was.
Okay. My dialogue remains unchanged because of that.
Okay. All right. So, as a group, I mean, I'm doing this as a group check because there's a whole lot of people doing a thing. What?
That's bad because we have low rolls.
It's not terrible. I mean, it's not great. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Anyway, so you guys are proceeding up the stairs?
I guess.
Okay, we're going to go up the stairs. Zoop. Oh, we're back up in here, but hold on a second. I forgot that it's the same map. 1 second, please. Shit.
See, I remember this part being revealed, the interior. Well, maybe it wasn't. Never mind.
I hope not. It better fucking not have been.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Hey,
I guess I was imagining
fucking
it.
not have been.
I remember the outside. Why are there stairs going with us?
What? Did the stairs come with? Where'd it go? Okay. What? Oh, no!
Was that supposed to happen? Could that just happen? Could that just be canon?
Don't worry about the stairs. Don't worry about the stairs.
There we go.
Wait, that's the window. There you go. Okay. So, you guys are up in this room. Is Remy just, like, leaving?
No.
Just wandering around? Okay. So, as you come up the stairs very sneakily, you'll see that you are entering what seems to be the mess hall. As you look around, it's not difficult to see that the room is pretty empty for the size, but there are 5, normal-looking people kind of huddled together over there. They don't look like combatants. They're not carrying weapons. There's no armor. Nothing like that. And as you come up, they don't notice you.
Cool.
All right.
Hello.
They recoil immediately as you speak, and
Sorry for scaring you.
Thought why?
Do I notice any silverware on the table?
We didn't.
No, there's no silverware. Fuck you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I didn't know how to make this not awkward. Hello, my name is Thought. We're not going to hurt you.
They kind of relax a little bit, but remain kind of on edge. And this woman in the middle of them kind of speaks up and says, "Who are you then?"
Well, we're actually here to find the necromancer.
Her eyes kind of widen at that. You're here for the necromancer?
Yes.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, yeah.
We're just gonna talk, and then probably kill him.
Either we'll kill him or he'll kill us.
Gonna go.
You're gonna kill the necromancer. Do you think you can? He's a necromancer.
He's already kind of.
I'm not optimistic.
He'd probably
he's
welcome
already
death
not
in some
very
kind
good
of weird
shape.
way.
That's why we're coming through.
Would be
right now.
persuasive.
He has been weakened, yes. We're hoping that his power has waned a little bit.
Please do keep your voices down. He's right behind that door.
Oh.
And she motions to the door that is immediately next to Thought.
Oh, great.
Hey, I go.
You thought you want to open that door?
I go over to her and I whisper to her, "Stuff's probably gonna get kind of messy. Do you want to leave?"
Can we leave?
Yeah, just go through the way we came.
There are men down there.
Not anymore.
She kind of looks bewildered, like she doesn't really know what to say. And she kind of looks back at the others, and they all just kind of nod at each other and start standing up.
Can I hand one of them my regular longsword?
Sure. Who are you handing the longsword to?
Who it looks the strongest?
This guy in the corner, he's got a beefy farmer's build.
Okay, I go over to him and I hand him the regular longsword that is not the sword of 100 horses.
he kind of looks at you and looks at the sword and laughs. I can't fucking use that. I would just hurt myself.
You'd hurt yourself using a sword?
I have no idea how to use that. I've never touched a sword in my life. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. But no, you should. Right. If you're going to fight the necromancer, please do take that.
Nefnir wanders over. Do any of you have any proficiency with any weapons of any kind? I've got a crossbow I can spare.
Let's see. This guy, he stands up and says, I've been known to do some hunting.
How do you feel about hunting the undead?
Real bad, sir.
If you guys
I think we should try and just let these guys go if we can. Otherwise, we might just be fighting them in a different state if the necromancer gets to them first.
They're already on their way out.
Yay!
In a group like that.
Yay!
As they leave as they start to leave, the woman turns around and says, just so you know, he's not alone in there. Those the poor men who used to live here, they well, I don't really know how to explain it, but they work for him now, and they are not them anymore.
How many?
I don't know. I lost count.
All right.
Right. So
I want to see if these people are trying to deceive us in any way.
Okay. Insight.
All right. Because of my eye for deceit, I can't roll lower than an 8.
Wonderful.
So insight.
Hey.
You didn't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
So with your amazing, insightful mind, you see that these people are terrified and shaken, and they are telling the truth about everything they've said.
Except the farmer guy who said that he wouldn't know how to use a one-handed sword. Put pointy end into other man.
He's scared. You leave him alone.
All right.
All right. Anything else before they go?
If I was scared, I would take a sword just in case.
They start filing down. He's being polite. He wants you to beat the guy. Anyway, they start filing down the stairs.
I just kind of wave them off.
That's not great.
Oh no, the stairs disappeared again.
You want to put that in the map layer?
Apparently I didn't. Don't worry about it.
These are some magical folk.
And the woman
out the window.
They're going down the stairs.
It's okay.
As the woman goes down, she turns around and says, "Thank you. Good luck," and just walks down the stairs. You could say that if you wanted to.
I didn't want to because it might. I can't not be loud with his voice. I can't do his voice quiet. It just doesn't work.
I see.
I want to wait a couple of minutes so they can clear the area before going in. But in the meantime, I want to put my ear up to the door and try to listen on the other side.
Okay. Did you just say that?
I did.
No, you can.
Lon can't say that. He can't imitate voices.
Anyone who wants to listen through the door, go ahead and roll me I guess it's just a perception check. Let's do a perception check. So you're all huddled up against the door with your ears to the door?
Yeah.
Except Remy, she's nowhere near the door.
Except for Remy's there. I mean, I guess
we'll just say because she rolled a 6, she's not anywhere near the door, but she's got her hand to her ear.
I just really like the visual, the mental image of the four of you just sort of like huddled together in a ball, like a clump against the door, each trying to like kind of struggle,
like in Scooby-Doo or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
This is dumb. We should go in there.
So, as you are listening, let's see. What do you hear? Nefmir and Whitmore. Well, actually, let's start at the bottom here. Remy, you hear nothing. You are not close enough to the door. Your armor keeps you from getting like huddled in as well as everybody else. Lena, you can hear a muffled voice behind the door. Maybe it's a kind of a continued conversation, but you only hear one voice. And let's see, Whitmore and Nefmir, you hear a voice that sounds like the necromancer that you heard before, and he's kind of muttering to himself, and he's saying, "What is the problem? I've followed every step perfectly. The book has granted me all else, and yet this eludes me." And there's a big clatter, a big loud noise. A sacrifice of life? This should be more than enough life. And you hear a big, like, kind of a thump. And he says, how much blood will it take to appease him?
How'd these people get outside? There's like a back door or something?
Yeah, there's where you just came from.
It comes out right here. That's where we went in.
Yeah.
Where's right here?
I clicked on
right.
Oh, at the back
thing.
there.
Here. So, I mean, you guys wouldn't be able to...
I'll think of these windows.
Pretty thick. They're weatherproof, basically.
Hmm. Okay.
You see these, if you're looking out the window, you see them kind of carefully making their way outside, and they disappear beyond the window.
Great.
I'd like to check the door for traps.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to back up while he does so.
You can go ahead and investigate. Yeah. All right. So you take a good look at that door, and you don't see any traps. It seems to be just a normal. It's a fairly heavy door, but it's a door, just a regular door, like you would normally expect to see leading to a mess hall.
Hmm. Well,
I don't know, what are you doing?
Let's do this
Sorry,
quickly and quietly.
I'm eating something.
I agree.
It's super loud.
I'm gonna listen to this other southern door here.
Okay, you're gonna listen to that door. You don't have to roll perception. You don't hear anything from in there.
Okay. Seems empty.
Shall we go in this way?
Which way?
I suggest the southern door.
Can I super quietly, like, just crack the door open enough to see through?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, you can roll me a stealth check for that.
Stealth check.
Yeah, you do it. So you creak open that door, and upon opening, you see what appears to be, hold on a second, I'm giving too much, there we go. What appears to be sort of a kitchen, a food preparation space, and nobody is in there. But there is another heavy door at the end of the kitchen.
Do I see silverware in there?
You're not looking.
Nope.
He's looking through the crack in the door.
You don't see anything. You're not in there.
I'm in there. I'm next to him now.
You don't see anything.
He's peeking through a crack in the door. You can't see.
Whitmore, is there anyone in there?
Looks empty.
All right, move.
Oh my god. All right.
You can see the glowing embers in the oven. It seems to have used fairly recently, but the fire's been dying for a while.
Just like me.
You see a few barrels of the things that you saw down in the cellar. So you see, some various produces and things like that. There are like food preparing utensils. So there are some basic knives and spatulas of assorted shapes and sizes.
Okay, I'm gonna drop some carrots on the floor and take a spatula and a couple knives.
You're just putting knives into your bag?
Yeah.
That might just cut right through.
I want to investigate.
Investigate what? What thing are you talking about? It's a countertop.
It looks bloodied and weird.
It's just got a design on it. I think it's actually a chest. I did what I could.
Can I open the chest?
No, it's a countertop. I said it already.
Okay.
I thought you just had the chest after that.
I used what I could.
The asset might be a chest, but it's meant to be a countertop.
Might be a chest.
Okay. All right.
I've lost interest in this room. I'm leaving.
Eat treats.
I'm gonna listen through this door.
All right, go ahead and perception for me then.
Perception.
Similar to the other door, you don't hear him like outright talking to himself anymore, but you still hear kind of mumbling.
Okay.
Like kind of frustrated mumbling overall.
All right, so I'll go back out and address everyone. Say we should have 2 or 3 through this door and 2 or 3 through the other door, and then catch them by surprise.
I agree with this plan.
All right, I'll go this other door.
I'll go with thought.
I'll go with Whitmore.
Don't everyone, volunteer.
So
Remy climbs onto Nefmir's back.
My own man.
There you go.
I could.
I mean,
Can I climb on your back?
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't all squeeze through the door at the same instant. So yeah, you're gonna have to line up.
In the back.
All right, I'm gonna check this door for traps and see if it's like locked in any way.
Okay. Investigation. Yep, it is
hot tonight.
Yeah, you are. You're wasting it. Well, maybe not. We'll see. So here's the thing. It's not locked. It's just a big, heavy door. There's no traps, just a big, heavy door. Everything is just what you'd expect from a sort of just an outpost.
Okay. I'm going to take a flask of oil off my belt and get ready to swing open the door.
Okay.
I'm listening to see if the necromancer... Oh, eat? Oh no. I put 2 T's in the pot. Okay.
Shouldn't we have some kind of signal when we're going to burst in?
Hang on.
Thought becomes a slapstick comic. Yes, okay.
Do we have a symbol or a signal?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so for real, I'm listening to hear the necromancer react so that I know if he sees Whitmore, because I don't know, I can't hear Whitmore and I don't know what's going on, so I'm trying to figure out when the good time to burst through is. So
okay, good.
But I need to percept that, right?
Yes, please percept.
I'm gonna make like it as pretty obvious as possible. Swinging the door open, like let it slam. You know.
Rip.
Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. So let me know what you're doing.
As soon as I hear something indicating that he's in the room, I'm opening the door. And if I see the necromancer have line of sight and is within range, I'm throwing a javelin immediately.
Okay.
Can I do all that?
All right.
So
I'm going to open the door.
Seems good.
I've got my shield up.
Okay. You're opening the door? Why don't you do
it? Rip it open.
What's that?
Just, yeah. Ripping it hard open so it slams. And
hard open so it slams. Do a strength check.
Oh, wow.
It's a big, heavy door.
Is it strength or athletics?
Yeah, you can give me athletics. That's fine. All right. Good.
I got
Good
you.
work. You did it. Okay, so give me a moment here.
You have a -1 to athletics?
He sure does.
What about your strength? Oh, I see.
Ah.
Am I strong?
So, you, Whitmore, you slam the door open and it smacks against the stone wall on the other side, which echoes through the chamber.
Did I hear
Any
that?
reactions?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thought you definitely heard that.
All right. I'm going through.
If I open my door, does my do I have to do a new stealth roll?
Behind.
A stealth roll?
Yeah.
Are you doing it stealthfully?
Yeah, I'm trying to be sneaky.
Hey, I grab Thought's shoulder and I ask him if I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay. So this is all happening in one instance. So Whitmore goes out the door, and now what are you doing, Lena?
I am stealthily opening the door.
Okay.
Oh.
And when you hear the echoing from Whitmore, you push the door open, and it makes a big sound as you do so. And hold on a second.
She kind of grimaces as it happens.
And now, Whitmore and Lena, you can see this room.
Oh my god.
So,
do I see valuable things?
One moment, please.
You're not Whitmore or Lena, so you can't see that.
So, the door opens into a massive main hall. A massive fireplace keeps the hall warm, and it still burns even now. There are several tables, including one very, very large, very heavy, long table that has been shoved unceremoniously off to the side. In the room stands the necromancer. And while he is the only man in the room, he is not actually alone. Several undead surround him, soundless and motionless. The necromancer paces back and forth around a soft glow that's coming from the floor, muttering to himself. A dais stands amidst the glow, with a dull red crystal sitting on the top. And you can hear the necromancer muttering. But as the doors swing open, his head swivels between the two doors, and he visibly recoils, and his face contorts in rage and fear. He screams, "You! No! No! How could you have... You can't... This isn't right! None of this is right! I'm the most powerful necromancer in a century, and you simply walk through my guardian as if he were made of parchment. I've been chosen, damn it! I'm destined for greatness. Why won't he answer me?" And he's shaking with rage as he speaks, and he's gesturing wildly, and he knocks the hood from his head. He regains his composure slightly, but he's visibly out of breath from his own outburst.
Is that something you want to talk about?
He quickly pushes the hood back into place.
What did he look like?
He is young. Maybe... Oh, so he is a young human man. He's probably, close, somewhere around his mid-20s.
Okay.
Very soft, unscarred, uncalloused.
Is he hot?
He is, no, not in particularly.
All right.
Not in particular. What do you do?
I'd like to cast a spell right away.
Okay.
I will click the thing,
click the thing.
I will also put the description in there.
Okay.
It's this one. Oh, can I not do the description?
You should be able to.
Just click it, right?
Yeah.
It says I'm casting it again, but I'm not. Oh, weird. How do I?
That's weird.
Do the description.
So what does it do? Just tell us what it does.
Big boom.
Oh, okay. Big boom, huh?
Okay, big boom it is.
Just a second. It's more complicated than that.
Sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius. Okay, so where is this centered?
On him.
On him specifically.
Yep.
So it'll hit him, and it will hit
2 skeletons.
This guy. Oh wait, hold on. This guy. Oh yeah, this guy and this guy will also hit. This guy will also hit.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second, please. Wow. Let's see. They take half of 13, so they take 6 damage. But you can see they what can I say? This sound just erupts very suddenly after he's done ranting, and they all recoil very, strongly. Even the skeletons, which have been completely motionless, recoil from that violent outburst.
Oh, and that's a 2nd level spell, by the way.
Okay, hold on 1 second, please.
Did he take damage?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
But just half. They all took half. 1 second, please. That would be... I have to do health stuff real quick. Okay. So let's see. Those guys get blasted with that thing. And then... Oh my goodness. Okay. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Wowzo. And...
No. Kim.
Wow, okay. All right. Don't worry about it. Kim, or Lena, as you cast this spell, you feel you've lost control a little bit. You can feel some of your magic sort of recoil back up into your body, but it feels good. Nothing happens that you can tell. It felt good.
Okay. All right. She looks a little bit pleased with herself.
All right. So at that
point,
point,
is this
we
door?
are all. It's just a normal door size. So yeah, you cannot get through it with her in the way.
All right.
Yeah. Whitmore, would you like to do anything? You also get a nice sneak attack here.
Oh, I get a surprise.
Yeah, you get a surprise. You surprised him.
I guess I'll just as he's like throwing his hood up or whatever, try and just throw a dagger at his face.
All right, throw that dagger.
Yeah.
Just like, you want to talk about that? Nope. Oh, okay. And I'll throw the dagger. Oh, here. Dagger.
That's a hit. Go for it.
All right. Did you? Is this sneak attack? Or
yeah,
not?
this is a sneak attack. Sure.
Okay, so I'll roll. Here's normal dagger damage.
Okay.
And then here is sneak attack.
Oh.
Oof. All right. So you throw it at his face. It doesn't hit him in the face, but it does just tear into his arm.
Oh, good.
Like his left arm now has a dagger in it. It's not out. His arm now hangs limp at his side, and blood is just kind of pouring out of it. You must have hit a pretty dangerous part of the arm, which is pretty easy to do if you lodge a dagger in it, I suppose.
Nice.
And that blood starts pouring down his arm. And he screams, not in anger, not in a scary way, but he sounds like a child, like a small child who has just felt pain for the first time.
Wow.
And he quickly gets himself together and says, no, this is no matter at all. And he's clenching his teeth in pain now. He says, in fact, this is fine timing. I need blood sacrifices, and wouldn't you know it, 5 extra. Wait, nope, he doesn't know there are 5. Maybe he does, because you're all a group. Anyway, 5 extra have just been delivered to me. Perhaps the quality of your blood is exactly what I've been missing. Collect them! He points at the 2 of you, and the skeletons immediately begin to move in your directions. Now, roll initiative. So please click on your dude guys.
Dude guy initiative. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Good.
No.
Oh, Nepmir.
I'm gonna be right back. Also, by the way, my hit dice be 0
Did you use them all before?
or 3 rather?
Did you use any last time?
I'm at 2 right now. I couldn't remember if they were.
Yeah. So then
I guess they
you should have 3 then. If you had 2, then it should be 3. Yeah.
I don't think he's used any.
Seems like it.
Yeah, a BRB.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I don't remember. Did I have mage armor on last time?
We can.
I
check.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Before you moved in, I'll say you did.
Okay. I'm missing spell slots, so it makes sense.
Okay.
You did cast it. I'm just not sure exactly when.
Yeah, I think you did. It lasts for a long time.
Yeah, like 8 hours.
I think you probably put it on when you were approaching the guard situation. So let's see here.
You put it on when we were first intimidating guards.
Okay.
So it should still be
Cool.
on.
It'll still be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the skeletons are going to get a group move.
Oh, I feel good about where I am.
Hello.
Hello, have you returned from the shadows? Hey, everybody got their stuff? Okay, cool.
From the shadows I come.
Okie dokie. Oh, and you can, I don't think I mentioned it before, or maybe I did. You can see a pile of bodies, of citizen bodies next to him.
Citizen.
That's what that is.
That's a tragedy. I'm about to search them as soon as I can.
How big is the pile?
There are just 3 of them there.
Does the pile not stop from becoming taller?
It probably wouldn't have been if you didn't move in here, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so what's the wait, hold on 1 second now. Take forever. There it goes. Okay, so you are now in battle, and it is Whitmore's turn.
Maybe move out of the door.
Oh man, I feel super bad about this. Man, do I be like super risky, or do I just like do the thing?
So remember, all of the skeletons will move on the same turn.
Yeah, thanks. Oh my gosh.
How are we supposed to deal with that?
Yeah.
It's normal.
That's normal?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to, let's see, 1, I'm gonna move 2 spaces up to this skeleton, and I'm gonna attack him with my short sword.
Alrighty. And that is... Let me double check. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Alright.
That's a big old wombo hit.
Wow.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see.
After that, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and then run through this door behind me.
Okay. So first, I want you to describe how you attacked that skeleton.
I'm literally just like I'm drive-bying, so I'm gonna like go by him and like backhand like slash towards him with like my left hand, and then after he looks kind of angry at me, just like pardon me, and then I'll go through the door.
All right, you're gonna juke your way out. You're talking about the door that's immediately behind you, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, so you're just gonna. How are you opening that door?
Well, I'm just gonna assume it swings away from me, but if I screw up and just like plant myself into the door, that's comedy, so that's okay.
And that's exactly what you do too, because this door opens out into the hall, so you kind of like jam your shoulder into it, and you make a big boom, and the dust kind of shakes from the door, and it does not budge.
I'll just look at the skeleton and be like, I hope he didn't notice, and then excuse me, and then I'll pull the door and like try and roll around behind it.
Okay, all right, so you open up that door. That's fine. Inside the door is an armory.
Interesting.
All right, so can I put myself behind the door and like trying to hold it closed?
I mean, sure, you can do that.
Okay, that'll be my turn then.
Okay. All right, then next up, we have the Necromancer. And let's see. So, as the Necromancer kind of takes in the situation, some of his blood from the wound on his arm drips down onto the floor where he's standing, and that faint glow that you saw before, it actually glows brighter. And he sort of shakes his head, and his eyes light up, and he says, Of course! How could I have been so dull?
What an idiot.
And, yeah, what an idiot. But then he turns his attention to Lena in the doorway. And let's see. He's going to really haul off here. Let's see. Lena, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
Ooh, give me a moment.
Finger of death.
Okay, you take 10 damage as a lightning bolt erupts from his hands toward you and blasts into your body.
All right.
As the lightning blasts toward you in a line, it arcs over the heavy wooden table between you two, and the items that have been left on the table just erupt into fire. All right, and he's going to stay right there. And next are the skeletons. So first and foremost, this skeleton moves forward and starts banging on this door. And let's see. On the
personal.
What?
wasn't personal.
He starts hacking away at this door. He gets one really good chop. You see the axe blast through this door. But it sort of gets wedged in there, and you see him struggling to pull the axe out.
Oh.
And then this skeleton starts to move forward to approach the door with him, and notices through the open door Nefmir, and takes a swing at him instead. And as he swings, I guess he gets kind of caught on the open door, which is not actually open. Imagine the door is open. He gets caught on the door, and the axe sinks into that thick wood instead. Then, meanwhile, maybe there. And this guy, he jumps up onto the table.
Bet he can't start on fire.
He jumps up onto the table, but his foot gets caught on the chair as he does so, and he tumbles onto the table instead.
Hey.
And he is what's a good one for that? Okay, he's prone right now on the table, just flat on the table because he had to jump onto it. This guy makes his way over to Lena. Does an 11 hit?
I would like to impose
Hold
disadvantage
hold on
on
a
that.
second. One moment, please. Okay, you're going to impose disadvantage.
Yes.
No difference. So let's see.
Come on.
It's hold on one second, because
It
I
does
actually
not
have
hit.
to. Oh no, 11 is not correct. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
15. Does 15 hit?
It hits.
Okay, so he brings his sword out and he brings it down on top of you and catches you in the shoulder for 5 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then this guy also starts making his way over there as well, but he can't do anything. And oh, sorry, I moved him already. So the skeletons are finished. Lena, as you begin to move to do something, as you move to action, suddenly you feel that same rush that you felt before when your magic recoiled into you, and it's kind of spreads into your shoulder where that sword hit, and you look at it and you can see that wound starting to close up a little bit, and you regain 5 HP.
Sweet.
Damn.
All right.
All right, and it's your turn.
Let's see. If I move like through the door and go here, I'm not disengaging, right?
Correct. I'm going to make you, because you're going to have to come through a doorway and get on the other side of him, you're going to have to give me an acrobatics roll, though. Because you're kind of juking around him as you get through that doorway.
Okay. Sorry, just a second. I'm considering my options. Because as of right now, like, can Thought get through the door easily?
He cannot.
Okay. I have to move, right?
You will have to move, yes.
Okay.
For him to do something.
Okay. I'm going to try to move then. I'll do a check. You said acrobatics?
Is that you could
Acrobatics.
just move down here, and then they'll just come in.
I would have to take a hit, though. I'd have to disengage.
Yep.
Can you tackle the skeleton?
Yeah, could I do athletics instead of acrobatics, actually? Could I, like,
Hold on a
shove
second.
my way through?
Wow, look at that. The door's open.
Yay!
Hold on a second. I know there's a way to actually get there. You go. Hey, look, the door's open. Wow, look. The door's open. Okay. Sorry, what was that?
Could I shove my way through with athletics instead of acrobatics?
Yeah, go ahead and you can shove your way through.
Okay. Oh my god.
You kind of you lower your good shoulder, the one that doesn't have the healing sword wound in it. You kind of level your shoulder at him and you shove, and wait, hold on a second. I keep forgetting to add their bonuses. Okay, yeah, you managed to shove him out of the way. He is just a a pile of bones. He doesn't have a lot of meat to him, right?
Thank God.
You are able to shove him out of the way, and you move to where you want to go.
Okay.
Lucky you. He wasn't expecting that one.
Wonderful. I'm going to do the shatter thing again in the same spot.
Goodness gracious.
This guy.
All right. Roll your damage. Or roll your whole thing in general.
Shatter?
Wowzo. Oh. Hold on. Let's see. Where'd that go? There it is. It's a Constitution save, hey? All right. And then there are 2 Skeletrons as well.
Skeletrons?
What do they have? Skeletrons. You didn't notice all of the mechanical parts sticking out of them, did you? Whoa!
I guess I didn't, yeah.
Oof.
We Tregley now.
Okay. So, you can see that as this sound erupts from on top of the necromancer again, you see the necromancer recoil slightly, kind of grits his teeth, and you see the skeleton that is prone. He also kind of, like, you can see his body convulse a little bit, but this guy down at the bottom, that sound, it actually rattles him so hard that he falls apart. And he is no longer with us.
That's right. My spell says a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Yeah, so that table just got blasted. Yeah, that
awesome.
like the wood splinters and it sends shards kind of flying around the room with this powerful blast of sound.
Wonderful. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, then we are up to Nefmir. You have a skeleton in the doorway. What do you do?
Let's see. I'll just point blank. I forget the name of the attack. Wow.
If you Eldritch at
blast
point
that
blank, I think it's disadvantage.
It sure is, yes.
It is? Oof.
Any ranged attacks within 5 feet are disadvantage.
Can you hit it with anything?
Yeah, he's got daggers, but, you know, maybe he wants to chance it.
I could also just back up.
If you back up, he'll take a swing at you, but you can.
That's true. That's true. I caught.
Can you cast Thaumaturgy inside of his skull to make him say, "Meh"?
When all else fails.
I guess I could, but how is that absolutely blocking my way in?
So,
completely?
like Lena did, you can try to shove your way in or try to dance around him.
What I was thinking was, could I try and like shoot an Eldritch Blast like past him at this one over here?
You can, because he is not a very large skeleton, but it will be at half cover, so I'm going to give you disadvantage on that shot. Because you kind of have to aim around this dude. So either way, you're going to take disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I think I'll just whack him with the dagger.
Okay. Take a swing.
Okay.
All right, and that. Let's see. So you don't have a lot of options here. So you pull out your trusty dagger. I believe this is the first time you've ever used it to try to attack somebody before.
Probably.
I mean, for good reason. because you're not very practiced with it, and as you swing, it just sort of bounces off of his shoulder a little bit and clangs onto his shield, and nothing happens.
That was really cool.
Super cool.
These things happen.
Yep. All right, so are you going to move, or are you going to stay right there?
I'll just stay right here.
Okay. Thought is up.
Tackle it.
Okay, so if I grapple this one, can I attack the other one with my sword?
You won't be able... Well, I suppose if we said you grappled him in his space, I guess that would make sense. I believe your action is grappling, though.
Okay,
so
I can't attack with it.
You wouldn't be able to do that, right?
Okay. I am going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay. So that's I guess just a strength... Yeah, just a straight-up strength roll, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Usually.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a save.
That's a save. Yeah, it is a save.
Damn it.
But you still rolled a critical failure, unfortunately. So yeah, that is an automatic failure, and you kind of pop out from behind the door frame, ready for action, and you reach in there and you try to grab onto this guy, but as you reach forward for him, your hand slides through his empty rib cage, like right between the ribs, and you don't get a single grab, and the skeleton just stares at you with these empty eye sockets like, the fuck did you just try to do?
Oh.
Too bad. Remy's turn.
Okay.
Well, actually, technically, you still have movement left if you want to move.
Yeah, but I can't do anything, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Remy's turn.
Is Nefir in my way still?
I would give you the same disadvantage around the corner of the door frame if you want to hit that guy.
All I need to do Sacred Flame is I just have to be able to see the creature.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you then, yeah.
So can I just, like, do my best to, like, peer into the door here?
Give me a perception check. Let's find out how well you can see.
All right. Hold on.
Like, all you gotta do is be able to see him even a little bit, so.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
You don't. You have no idea that a skeleton is even there. Or actually, I guess I should say you don't know what is there because you saw him swinging at something, but you don't see it at all.
So Nefmir's still in my way.
Nefmir's still in your way, and you cannot see.
You could bless him.
I can't.
Oh wait, you don't have regular bless, do you?
I think I do actually. I can do bless. Wait, hold on. Sure. Wait, hold on. I might have a better spell. Okay, maybe not.
Why don't you just look in the game?
Yeah, I'll just bless him.
Okay. Go ahead and give him that bless.
What do?
It would
Is
be
it not
in your
popping up?
spells.
Yeah, it isn't my spells.
I couldn't get mine to pop up either.
Is it still not popping up? Let me try a cantrip and see if that actually works.
I mean, you can just tell us what happens too.
Okay, well, Sacred Flame worked. That's weird. Ignore that.
Let me see here. I'm going to look at your sheet real quick. So when you see stuff moving around, I'm going to look in your settings.
Yeah. There's just a lot of weird shit.
Spells and stuff. Spells and stuff. Spells and stuff. Oh, well, just tell us what it is for now. I'll fix it later.
What does Bless do? You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Wonderful. You're blessing Nefmir?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, may you be blessed.
Very good.
Or whatever.
Hashtag.
Are you going to move at all? Or are you good?
I mean, I can't move further into the room.
Right.
Because Nefmir's in my way.
So you could shove him if you wanted to. I guess so. Here's the thing. You did.
Wait.
You did just bless him, though.
Hold on. It's
okay.
Here. I have the option to.
Okay. Cool.
How did you do
multiple
that?
levels. Sorry, I had to select what level I wanted to cast it at.
Gotcha. All right. So Nefmir is blessed, and we're moving back to Whitmore.
Okay, so the axe is like halfway through the door, and there's like a hole in the door.
There's not really a hole, just a slot where the axe came through at this point.
Oh, okay. So the door
is
is
not like a shining thing yet. It's just you saw the axe, like the tip of the axe, come through the door.
Oh, I see how it is. Is there a handle on this side of the door?
Yeah.
Well, I am gonna like back up like 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like run at the door and like drop kick the door and try and like slam it into him.
So that is going to be a strength, or I'll give you athletics, and I'm going to give you advantage on that athletics because of that running start.
All right, I'm so strong.
Here we go. Hey, good.
God.
Thank God for thank fucking God for that one, wasn't it? Yeah. So Whitmore, you back up and you do a running start and bam. You know what? Even hold on a second. 1 second, please. That guy didn't move just yet. As you do so, this door actually blasts off of its hinges because it's a big, heavy door, but those hinges are not solid. 1 second. I'm just gonna say that door is there. Don't worry about it. It's on the ground now, and there is a door there. It's not just a wall. That's a doorway. Yes. So you blast that door off of its hinges, and it actually knocks the skeleton back into this skeleton. So they're actually right now they are both prone.
Nice.
Because that was a kick-ass move that you just had there.
Okay, so I assume that was my action.
Yes.
What?
You can always use a bonus action though, or not a bonus action, but bonus action. Yeah.
This feels. What can I do? Okay, on the prone one that's closest to me, I'd like to use my insightful fighting ability. Basically, I want to check him for like weak points, so I get sneak attack even if people aren't around him.
Okay. With your insightful fighting, I'm actually going to count that as an insight check as well, and you'll be able to see that while when you hit this dude with the door, he like a few bones actually got knocked out of him. And he is down on the ground, and he looks ready to fall apart.
Okay.
In general.
So it's in the description. It says I need to make a wisdom or an insight check against his deception check.
Okay, go for that.
So wisdom insight.
Let's see. -1. All right, you got it.
All right. So now whenever I attack him, I'll get sneak attack no matter what.
Yep. Alrighty.
Then that'll be my turn.
Okay. And then we're back to the necromancer. And 1 moment, please.
Ooh.
So the necromancer, now with his magic circle brighter around him. He shouts a string of words in a language that you have never heard in your life. It doesn't even sound like words to you. And he draws a dagger from his belt, clenches his eyes shut, and slices himself across the throat with one quick motion. Oh. His body drops with a heavy thud, and the remaining skeletons cease their movement immediately, their emotionless faces giving no sign of recognition at all. Suddenly, light bursts from this magic circle, and a loud crackling sound echoes around the hall. The atmosphere of the room completely changes. The air is charged with this tangible dark energy, and the mere proximity of its source causes the bile to rise in your throat. The light turns red, and similarly, red magical energy begins to arc from the floor to the gemstone that's on the dais. And with a flash, the light is gone, and the only remaining evidence being the gemstone, which now glows with a pulsing light that's coming from runes that are freshly carved into it. So all of these skeletons just sort of fall to the ground. And we are out of initiative. So what do you do?
I'm gonna step into the room.
I'm gonna step on a skeleton as well.
He is extremely dead. He sliced himself across the throat, and his blood is quickly pooling inside of that magical circle.
Just outside the magical circle, can I do what is it?
Arcana?
An Arcana check? Yeah.
You sure can.
Can I look for anything valuable?
Sure. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, good. With your Arcana check, you do, I think it helps a little bit that you recognize this as the same magic circle that you found in his old hideout, the one that was mostly erased. But now that you can see the entire thing, you do have a pretty good idea that it... Hold on a sec. That should be starting. Yeah. That it is firmly dealing with magic in the realm of necromancy. But unfortunately, even with your wealth of knowledge on the subject, it eludes you. You can't really piece together what the point of this magic circle is. You've never seen anything like it before. Remy is looking around the room for valuables. So just around
food.
The room.
And good food that I would eat.
There's bread on the table. It's very stale.
Which table? Because this one started on fire, so there's nothing there anymore, right?
Not that one. I was talking about this one where she was.
All right, yeah.
Okay. I try to eat it.
I wouldn't get too close to him if I were you. The circle's still glowing, right?
No, the circle is not glowing. Inside the circle, yeah, there's a dais, like a pedestal, with a red gemstone that now, as opposed to before, it now has runes that have been magically carved onto it, and those runes are glowing with that red magical light. And it's sort of, that light flickers through the gemstone itself.
Can I do a check to see if the thing that he did is done?
Yeah, sure. You can do an investigation. Investigation or Arcana, I suppose.
You're gonna give me investigation?
Yeah. It depends. You'll get different information depending on how you're checking it, basically.
All right. Well, I don't get a bonus either one, so.
Okay. So with that very good roll, you're probably next to it, right? Somewhere around here?
I guess I have to be. I was...
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying inside of it, but you're investigating the whole situation, yeah? And also, Lena, I'm guessing you're not inside of it, correct?
I'm not. I'm, like, right at the edge.
All right, good. So you are investigating this magical circle. The circle is just dead. There's no light, there's no power coming from it whatsoever. The symbols are still etched into the ground, but they are not glowing. You do not sense any magical power emanating from them. From what you can tell, nothing is happening anymore.
Damn it.
I'm going to throw a carrot at his dead body.
You're going to throw a carrot?
At his dead body.
At his dead body, okay. Give me an attack roll. Just a d20 is fine.
Just roll a d20?
Yeah.
Like on the menu thing where the...
On the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the left side, you can just click on, there's a dice icon and then just hit d20. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you pinpoint that motherfucker. You just smack him in the face with a carrot. Nothing happens though.
I think he's dead.
Are my wounds still healing by any chance?
By now, you have recovered another 5 HP.
Cool.
So...
Based on the
Who wants
investigation, does Thought believe that it's all over, or can he be skeptical still?
All right, for that last roll, I'll tell you a little more. You believe that whatever ritual he just performed, the initial part is finished, but there is something happening inside of that gemstone.
Okay.
Right, like the magical runes are still pulsing, and actually, the longer you look at it, you can see that pulsing is starting to quicken.
Something very bad is about to happen here.
Oh, I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I want to cast Blue Bolt on the stone.
On the stone.
Yep.
Okay. You can roll.
I want to open this door and get behind it because I'm concerned that this is going to be bad.
Okay.
Oh, look, it does a description for that one. Oh, I bet it's in this part here. Okay, I see. I understand.
All right,
now.
so the thing is not in motion. I think for a 13, you can hit it. So go ahead and roll the damage. Right.
So that's a concentration spell. So I'm gonna just be like continuously doing that for as long as I can, I guess.
Right. But as you cast the spell, as you cast the spell, you can feel the magical energy emanating from you, and it arcs over to the stone, and immediately as it reaches the stone, you suddenly feel an intense feeling of falling in the opposite direction, as if being pulled violently, but with no such touch. The rest of the party feels this as well. Simultaneously, you feel a sharp cold all around you, and your vision narrows quickly down to a needle point before disappearing altogether. Then nothing. There's no falling. There's no cold. Only an immensely strong smell of old paper. You find that your eyes are closed, actually. And upon opening them, you find yourself in a room. A room is the best way that you can describe it to yourself, but as you look around, there don't actually seem to be any edges or ceilings or floors. In fact, all you see are endless piles of leather-bound books just stacked up. Your eyes follow the stacks up, but somehow the stack never ends. It doesn't disappear into the distance. The perspective doesn't change as much as it simply continues. Your eyes follow it back down, and you notice the same infinite stack. When you follow the stack further down, you notice the infinite stack extending below your feet. in an impossible way, still never changing from its initial perspective, and yet it's below you. Roll a wisdom save.
Everyone?
All of you.
Okay.
Everyone, yes. Okay, wow. So, actually, everyone except for Whitmore drops to their knees, prone, and unable to move. The conflicting ideas of what is reality, they sort of warp in your mind, and you can no longer maintain your sense of balance or even location or anything about you. It's all gone. This impossible scene before you, it just warps your mind and you become extremely disoriented. But as you turn your gaze from this warped reality, you notice a single man sitting at a desk on what seems to be the same level plane as yourselves. The massive desk, clearly extremely old, but obviously perfectly maintained, is a rich brown wood with 4 ornate legs extending down to support itself against seemingly nothing. The man is old, pale, and wrinkled, and he's cloaked in a voluminous, dark gray robe, and he writes in a book that you recognize as the same book that surrounds you. And suddenly, the man glances up from his writing for a split second, but in that split second, you feel that impossible cold again. It instantly permeates your entire being. His eyes, a piercing gray, they seem to make eye contact with each of you simultaneously, and in those eyes, you feel something incomprehensible. This experience is unlike anything you've ever known, but you still instinctively understand that this feeling is death. Make a death saving throw.
Oh.
Wowza.
Look at us go.
You just click death saves?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be so funny if Remy also dies in this.
Also dies? So,
Yeah.
continuing on. Let's see. By the way, all of you are unable to move except for Whitmore. Do you do anything?
So, I have this like terrible feeling come over me from a deathly feeling, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But everyone else is like on their knees or kind of like disoriented.
They are on what would be understood as the ground. They are on the same level plane on their hands and knees. But you are still standing.
I'm gonna... What am I gonna do?
Throw a book at
I'm gonna
him.
go to Remy. I'm gonna go to Remy because I've seen her heal people.
Welcome, Dano.
And I'm gonna shake her and just be like, Remy. Hello, hello.
And actually, Remy does not respond. She is... You can see she's kind of enraptured in some way.
Rip.
I try increasingly stupid things to get her to wake up. Like I take my water, what do you call it?
Water skin?
Water skin?
Water skin, there we go. And just like quick, like splash her with it and
Slap her in the face.
slap her in the face. Just be like, "Damn it, woman!" And
As you become increasingly frustrated and desperate to get her attention, you feel an immense pressure on you, and you feel it coming from that man.
Throw the book at him.
What book?
There's no book.
All the books. There's books everywhere.
No, there's not. That's what we were experiencing.
There's big stacks of books everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't keep my fingers away from things, so I'm gonna go try and like touch one of the books.
What direction are you going in?
So like there's the man, and then there's like stacks of books pretty much everywhere.
All around you, yes, yeah.
I'm basically the nearest one. Nearest book.
So that you have that thought that you're going to grab the nearest book, but while they all seem to be immediately around you, you can't actually reach any. The more you move, the more you realize that your perspective doesn't change.
You said this man looks old.
Yes.
Does he at all represent the... Is he an old version of the necromancer? That's what I'm asking.
No. Actually, not at all.
No?
Nope. Very different.
I look up to the man and just say, "What is this place?"
As you speak to the man, he glances up at you again, and you feel that same death feeling. Roll another death saving throw.
All of us?
No, just him.
Oh, God.
So,
damn, I can't be so lucky.
Content, the man looks back at his book and continues writing, and suddenly you and all of the others feel that pull at your back once again. Your vision goes dark again, and you fall backwards into nothingness. Now roll a dexterity check. Or a dexterity save. Everybody.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. Let's see. Remy and Lena and Nefmir, before your vision returns, you feel a solid impact as you collide with the ground. And everyone else manages to sort of catch themselves as they fall, and you are standing again. And when you open your eyes, you look around and you find yourselves in that room that you were in before, fighting the necromancer. But the necromancer and his crystal are nowhere to be found. In fact, you find yourselves alone, no worse for wear, but with a very deep, lingering chill in your bones.
We're just here?
You're just here. The necromancer's body is gone. The crystal is gone.
Can you reveal this room?
Yes, I'm about to do that right now.
Okay.
Just the barracks.
Yep, you find, when you ducked into that room, you found that is the bedroom. That is where all of the men slept.
What in the name of the gods was that?
Can I do a history or an arcana check?
You could do an arcana check. Or not arcana. You could do a history check.
All right. Sorry.
I'll use that roll though. That's a 10. You.
It's better though.
Unfortunately, you already rolled a 10, so I'll take that. And
we were talking.
Well, it's 10 plus 3 then.
Yeah, 10 plus 3.
Yeah.
So you got a 13. I think from your knowledge, you would understand that while you don't know who that was, you can understand that, or I guess you would remember sort of the main points of what you just experienced. They would sound a bit familiar. You would remember that they were, what can I say? You would remember that they were somewhat related to a god.
Not a god that I'm familiar with.
Not a god that you are immediately familiar with, but you remember that those things that you just experienced, those like the main points, like the man, the books, the desk, they are often told in relation to a god.
Is it Palor? I know there's a wisdom. Sounds like wisdom.
You would know Palor.
Okay.
That was not Palor.
Okay. Then I don't know it.
Palor's a god of life, right? And light?
He sure is.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be Palor.
It's Yenben's god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Right, but this was death, so...
Okay, I get it.
All right.
Does anybody else want to see if they know what's going on here?
Could I do a religion roll?
Sure. Yep, you can do that.
I will also do a religion.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh!
You guys!
So, for completely different reasons, Nefmir and Thought both immediately understand what they just experienced. That was Yurgul. And he is one of the main gods of death in this realm.
Hot.
And that is that. Yurgul.
I got it. That's bad.
So the magic circle remains. The magic circle remains dull and lifeless. The pedestal is still there, but there is no gem on it. The necromancer's body is gone, and the skeletons are lifeless on the ground.
How do we kill a god?
I kick one of the nearest skeletons to bust him into multiple pieces.
Okay, you do it. It's really cool.
Can I throw a carrot at the skeleton next to me?
It bounces off the skeleton. Are you two going to share what you know with the others?
Yes.
I'm not.
Well, Nefmir's doing it for you, so.
All right. I'm pretty shook.
Nefmir.
Just so y'all know what it looks like.
I'm
not dealing with this
hyped.
very well.
We're going about this in completely opposite directions, I suppose.
Are you hyped?
I'm going to share this very excitedly as I stand in the middle of the circle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You die. No, just kidding. I like this, the polar opposites here.
I'm just really into it.
Great. Oh, man.
Lena's listening very intently, but is also very disturbed.
I'm chill.
All right, so what do you do?
Is Nefmir just standing behind the pedestal, preaching about this god? Or...
I'm not preaching, just communicating.
Gotcha.
He's not my god. I don't follow this god.
So Remy's in the armory looking for daggers. You see, there are daggers. They are not great. All of these weapons are, worn and torn, and probably worse than what you've got, but I mean they are there.
I'll take one.
One dagger?
Yeah.
One worn dagger.
One shitty dagger.
Is this why you've been throwing carrots at skeletons to relieve your load a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's see. How much is a normal dagger's damage worth again? I think you just wrote in 2 for the dagger damage. Anyway, we'll figure it out later. A regular dagger is 1d4 plus 2. The daggers that you find in there are just 1d4, no plus 2.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Oh, so Thought is on his knees and reciting a prayer. All right. What else are you doing?
I'm looking around the room for anything that's could be information, like a tome or a journal or anything like that.
It's. I mean, you can give me an investigation. In the room, you don't find anything like that. Actually, I'll let you. I'll say that you would remember on the necromancer's body, he had a book strapped to his belt, but his body is no longer anywhere to be found. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what? You know what is there? Is that giant scythe that he had.
Ah.
It is just laying on the ground.
Take this.
It's sort of like half under the table.
I wouldn't touch it.
We are totally taking that with us.
Sure, but I wouldn't touch it.
I touched it.
You're going to touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
You bastard.
I look you straight in the eye as I touch it.
So are you investigating
all right.
this thing or what?
I'm just touching it.
Okay.
I was looking for any type of like good food that's in the room, but I don't think there is any.
Nothing really, no.
Is there any like mead on the table, like in a cup?
I've got some in my bag.
He's got some with sand, yeah.
Oh god.
He's got some sandy meat if you're interested. On the table, that you can see that there was, but when that table was shoved, it was all spilled out.
Okay, can I take the cup and go fill it up with mead?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Went to the other room.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
What else is happening?
Lena's still just kind of sitting on the ground, like confused and stunned and unsure what to do. So she's not going to be taking any actions.
Okay, I'm back. Are you guys sure you don't want drinks?
I want drinks.
Okay. Just saying, maybe. It looks like we could all use a drink or two.
Lena shakes her head no.
Oh, sorry, your face is wet.
That's right.
It's fine.
All
right.
Remy, you remember what he was doing to you. You just could not. Like in that situation, you could not. Yeah, you just couldn't really fathom a way to respond at that point. You were so out of it. You were so warped. You couldn't conceive of any kind of response.
Okay.
But you remember that he was shaking you and throwing water on you and stuff like that.
I don't hold it against him.
So Nethmir has told you all about the identity of this man that you saw.
This sounds pretty serious. Also slightly above our pay grade.
Yeah.
If you'll remember, we weren't
Are you okay over there?
weren't being paid for this. I'm still speaking the prayer, so I'm trying not to pay attention to anyone right now. He does not answer.
I feel it is a mistake that we're not being paid for this.
I would concur.
I don't know. Maybe we should go consult with a temple of sorts or find more information.
Where did we leave that guy?
On the mountain.
Did Whitmore just say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
somewhere, cleric Yenben is crying.
Cool. Yeah, maybe we should go figure this out somewhere that isn't a ranger station.
Lena kind of snaps out of it and asks if anyone has a pen and paper.
Not a chance. I wonder if one of the rangers kept a diary. Can I go check if one of the rangers kept a diary?
I have an ink pen and parchment.
Oh.
Can I still go check the diaries?
You can go check, yeah.
Here, if it's okay, do you think you can copy down this magic circle?
Sure thing. Should I roll anything?
Let's see. What would be good for that? How about Arcana? Just because it would help you understand what to write down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough to just copy down some symbols.
Did I find any journals?
So you are searching through that sort of barracks room, and each bed has a chest.
Don't mean to interrupt, but I've got to get going pretty soon.
Okay, we'll wrap this up real quick. You find, you find a bunch of different stuff. One man kept a journal, but it doesn't really detail anything of note that you can see. He just talks about their exploration. Apparently one of the guys in the barracks was kind of an asshole. He talks about his wife.
Okay,
Wow.
Can I take a pillowcase and put the journal and any other objects I could have interest in, like nice looking clothing? Or
Why don't you do an investigation check if you're looting these people's stuff?
You are just the worst person.
So, when you are looking through all the stuff, in all of the different chests, you can write this down and decide what you want to take with you. You find of note, you find a painted glass ring that is worth 25 gold pieces. I'm giving you just the values right away, so we don't have to go through the point of selling them later.
Okay.
There's a silk pennant that is threaded with copper, and that's also worth 25. Actually, these are all worth 25, so don't worry about it. There's a fine cloth coat. There is a scabbard for a short sword that is decorated with rabbit fur.
Ooh, scabbard.
There are bronze cloth gloves. I'm just gonna hold on a second. This is silly. You're gonna write this down anyway. So
I was like, Remy is literally just gonna shove it all into the bag of holding, except for the ring, the pendant, and the fine cloth coat.
Sorry, can you note which one's the
rabbit
trap
fishes.
that you're? Am I the only one that has control of the bag of holding?
No, I had it.
Okay,
you should all be able to do stuff.
I'm shoving shit in there.
I'll leave it to you then.
Oh, right, in the game. Yeah,
Okay.
we can all access it, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just put all that shit in the bag holding.
I just hold it open for her.
Well, on that note,
All right. I actually have to get going too.
yeah, we should
Oh,
probably
okay.
just call it there.
It's as good of a stopping point as any. Yeah.
Yay!
Right.
Yay! We didn't die.